Welcome back, my dear students. We will discuss on the basic scheme of the classification. One of the basic division is based on the number of the cell. On the basis of the cell number, the organisms are classified into three categories: acellular, unicellular, and the multicellular. Acellular means without cell. As for example, viruses. Unicellular means single cell organism such as bacteria, protists, and yeast, and the multicellular organism that composed of many cells. Basically, diploid organisms are the multicellular organism. Now, the next category, the animals are classified on the basis of general body pattern, such as bilateral symmetry, radial symmetry, and the asymmetry, without any symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means the symmetry that possessing right and left sides that are approximate mirror images to each other. That is a bilateral symmetry. And the radial symmetry, such an animal can be divided into two approximately equal halves by any cut. When the cutting edge passes to the center of the organism, that is a radial symmetry. And the asymmetry means without symmetry. That is not the bilateral symmetry, not the radial symmetry. Now, on the basis of developmental pattern, the organisms are classified into diploblastic animal, and poorly defined tissue layered animal. On the basis of germ layer. Now, what is germ layer? Germ layer may be defined as a group of cells behaving as a unit during the early stages of embryonic development and giving rise to distinctly different tissue or organ or system in the adult. Now, what is a diploblastic animal? The diploblastic animal mean diplo mean double, one of the two distinct germ layer during or following the movement of the cells into the interior of the embryo. The outermost layer, that is known as the ectoderm. Ecto mean outer and derm means skin. And the innermost layer is the endoderm. Endo mean inner and derm means skin. That is a diploblastic animal. The example of the diploblastic animals such as the Cnidaria. Now the triploblastic animal mean triplo mean triple. During the ontogeny cells of either the ectoderm or more usually the endoderm give rise to a third germ layer. That is a third germ layer. That is a mesoderm. Meso mean middle. The mesodermal layer of the tissue always lies in between the ectoderm and the endoderm. That is a mesoderm. Now the triploblastic animals can further classified into three basic plans of the body construction based whether an organism has an internal body cavity, That's a independent of digestive tract and on how this cavity is formed during the embryogenesis. On the basis of basic plans of the body constructions of the internal body cavity, the animals are categorized as coelomate, pseudocoelomate, and coelomate. Diploblastic animals that's lacking in the internal body cavity, that is known as acoelomate. Greek amine lacking and coelom mean hollow piece. Now, the region between the outer body wall musculature and the endoderm of the guard, there is a fluid-filled body cavity. In some species, the cavity is derived from the blastocele. Blastocele is an internal space that develops into the embryo prior to gastrulation. Now, this type of the body cavity is termed pseudocele and the organism housing it is said to pseudocoelomate. Pseudocoelomate means misleading. That's when there is no mesodermal lining. Now the coelomate, that is the internal fluid-filled body cavity. This is the internal fluid-filled body cavity that lying between the guard and the outer body wall musculature and lined with tissue that's derived from the embryonic mesoderm. And the animals that possessing such type of the body cavity, that is known as coelomate or eucoelomate. you mean real or the true. Now, coelomate animals is again categorized into protostomes and the deuterostomes. What is protostomes? Actually, protostomes meaning the first mouth. The mouth forms from the blastopore. Blastopore, that is the opening from the outside into the archenteron. Hence the term protostome meaning first mouth. Mouth forms the first opening that appears during embryonic development. That is the protostomes. Whereas the deuterostomes, the mouth never develops from the blastopore. Though the blastopore may give rise to anus, so the deuterostome meaning second mouth. So the deuterostome meaning second mouth. Now, on the basis of coelom formation, there are another divisions among protostomes and deuterostomes. In case of the protostome, the coelom formation occurs by the gradual enlargement of a split in the mesoderm. That is the process known as the cygocoely. Cygo means split. On contrary, among deuterostome, the coelom formations occurs through the evagination of the archenteron into the blastocoel of the embryo, that is known as enterocoely. Entero means gut. Now, on the basis of cleavage pattern, the deuterostome show the radial cleavage, whereas the protostome show the spiral cleavage. What is cleavage? Cleavage may be radial, maybe spiral. That's depending on the orientation of the mitotic spindle that relates to the egg axis. Generally, yolk is asymmetrically distributed within the egg, and the nucleus occurs to the region of low yolky area. This is the animal pole. This is the animal pole. And it is here that the polar bodies are given up during meiosis. The opposite end of the egg, that is known as a vegetal pole. In radial cleavage, the spindle of a given cell and thus the cleavage planes are oriented either parallel or perpendicular to the animal vegetal axis. Thus, the daughter cells are derived from a division in which cleavage plane that is parallel to the animal vegetal axis end up lying in the same plane as the original mother cell. Whereas in case of spiral cleavage, that is found in protostomes that are oriented after the first two cleavage at 45-degree angles, the animal vegetal axis. The division line may not pass through the center of the dividing cell. As a result, 8-cell stage, a group of small cells, this is a group of small cells, that is a micromere, that lying in the space between the underlying larger cells. That larger cells are the macromere. These are the micromeres and these are the macromeres. Cell divisions continues in this fashion with the cleavage planes always oblique to the polar axis of the embryo. Now, on the basis of classifying the organisms, as per Edward D. Rupert and Robert D. Barnes, the books is Invertebrate Zoology. This is a phylogeny of the animal kingdom. That is a Cnidaria, ancestral and cornoflagellated protozoa. That is a group. That group is a show the radial symmetry, basically Cnidaria. Whereas this group, that group is show the bilateral symmetry. And another line, that is a mollusca, annelida, and arthropoda. That's are the protostomes, whereas the echinodermata, hemichordata, and chordata, that are the deuterostomes. And the deuterostomes that show the enterocoely, whereas the protostomes that show the cytocoely. And this is a classification scheme based on the Pechenik. The organisms are basically divided into on the basis of cell number, acellular, unicellular, and the multicellular. Now, on the basis of germ layer, the multicellular organism is again divided into two categories. Usually two categories, diploblastic and the triploblastic. And on the basis of coelom formation, the triploblastic animals is again divided into acoelomate, coelomate, and the pseudocoelomate. The acoelomate are platyhelminthes. Coelomates are then again categorized into two categories, protostomes and deuterostome. Deuterostome, echinodermata, hemichordata, and chordata, and the protostome are mollusca, annelida, etc. Arthropoda. Thank you.